Okay, so this is the Chofetz Chaim, a lesson a day. We're in day 60. From his work, Sefer Chofetz Chaim, this lesson is called Problem Students. The dedicated teacher often finds it necessary to discuss the progress and difficulties of students with parents, colleagues, and principals. A lack of clear guidelines with regard to Lashon Hara, or gossip, can create either a free-for-all atmosphere where people talk about anyone and with anyone, or at the other extreme, a simplistic approach to Shmirat HaLashon, or guarding your speech, which could inhibit the teacher's effectiveness as an educator. Generally speaking, the area of chinuch, education and upbringing, constitutes a constructive purpose which would permit relating negative information concerning a student. However, the specific conditions which permit speaking negatively for a constructive purpose must never be overlooked. Verification of facts is crucial. For a teacher to play amateur psychologist and hastily diagnose the student as having some complex disability or disorder without pursuing the matter properly constitutes recklessness, and the consequences can be devastating. All right, to communicate one's evaluation under such circumstances would be hutzaras, or hutzar shemra, so slander. It is an unfortunate fact that certain problematic children have not succeeded only as a result of having been misunderstood by a teacher whose labeling tainted the image of that student in the eyes of all his future teachers. Okay, a teacher must make every effort to fully understand the behavior of each student. He must not be swift to condemn. It is essential that a student feel comfortable about expressing his true feelings to his teacher in a respectful manner, of course. So conditions 1 through 4 of constructive speech from day 50 necessitate a good heart-to-heart talk with the student before reporting a problem, unless one suspects that serious danger may be imminent. Okay, in the margin it says, to reject Lashon Hara as false is a great source of merit. So from his work, Sefer Shmirat HaLashon, this lesson is titled Source of Merit. So it says again, to reject Lashon Hara as false is an exceedingly great source of merit, especially if the subject of the report is respected as a man of spiritual stature. So Tana de Eliyahu, part 2, chapter 7, states, it is said of Yeravam ben Yoash that he was a man who accorded the prophets honor. Therefore, those nations which the Holy One, blessed be He, did not give over into the hands of Yehoshua ben Nun, or David, king of Israel, he gave over into the hands of Yeravam ben Yoash. As it is written, he, meaning Yeravam, returned the borders of Israel from the approach to Hamas until the Sea of Arava. 2 Kings 14:25. Why did Yeravam, who was an idol worshiper, merit this? Because he did not accept Lashon Hara regarding the prophet Amos. At that moment, when he rejected the report against the prophet, God said, though the generation is guilty of idol worship, and its leader is guilty of idol worship, nevertheless, the land which I promised to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov will be given over into his hands, meaning Yeravam's. And it's interesting, you might not be aware of this, but Yeravam's name, so King Yeravam, his name means potentially to multiply the nation. Multiply the nation. And this is the king of the 10 tribes that went into exile, never to be necessarily seen again. So something to think about.